If your pup has ear problems, I would really give this a try. It is so easy to use. All I have to do is give my dog a treat and she'll let me put it in. She does shake her head, which I think is normal just because it's an unknown solution in her ear, but the more often you give it to them, the easier they're going to get to give it to, and they're going to get used to it. Doing that is so much easier than the other stuff I used to have to deal with. My dog swims a lot in the summertime, so her ears are constantly wet and she was always getting yeast in her ears, so her ears were very itchy. Felt so bad. She was always pawing at them, and ever since we introduced this, it has gotten a lot better. We use it after every time she swims, so sometimes that's a couple times a day. You don't necessarily have to do it a couple times a day, but if they are swimming and you think that that is something that causes that yeast to break out in there, you are going to want to do it right after they're done swimming. If they don't swim and you're just worried about overall ear health with bacteria or yeast or anything else it might be, a lot of dogs have itchy ears, and that's because they're just not staying clean enough. It is an open area that is the perfect breeding ground for bacteria because it's typically moist in there, especially if they go swimming or they're out in the rain or they're out in a puddle or whatever they're doing. And then typically the ear will fold over on itself. So it creates a nice, dark, moist environment, which is perfect for yeast and bacteria to grow. So if you want to keep your dog's ears dry and clean, try implementing this. It does not have a strong smell. It's got a light fragrance, a light floral note maybe, so you don't have any of that harsh chemical medical smell, but it's also not like an overwhelming perfume smell either. It's rather neutral, just like with a nice light refreshing scent. If you are applying this somewhere else on the back of the paws that have yeast or something like that, you want to make sure that it dries before your dogs lick it. But this has made such a big difference in our dog's ears life, and we are very grateful. She itches them a lot less and she just seems to be overall more comfortable.